the best
Yeah,
part.
man, come on.
Lewis,
We just went
Lewis,
through the
Lewis.
entire NDAA.
Rewind.
Yeah, we hit rewind, man. We're there. We're past that already. We're on to the next one. No, let me answer.
He paid for it.
Yeah, of course. So let me go ahead and rewind the tape real quick. Bottom line, it's historic. Never would I have thought that my country would not only acknowledge UAPs and create a permanent office, but then would force the department to work with foreign allies and militaries, and oh, by the way, recognize in writing biological effects. That is a huge step forward. That's not a step. I mean, that's a
That's a leap.
flying leap forward. That's a pole vault jump forward.
Right.
So in case you've been living under a rock the last couple days, this was a huge release, bombshell release. Max Moskovich killing it. So he drove all the way down to San Marino. I'm so jealous. Great work, Max. Man, that's the way to do it, right? Half the things in life is just doing it, going and doing it. So excited for this. Lou's obviously excited. So this will be just a quick reaction video. I recommend watching the whole release. Not so long. It's only 39 minutes. So I watch all of it on Max's channel. It's a link will be in the description down there. So this will just be a quick reaction video. What's actually in the Defense Act, and then just my quick reaction. Thanks for watching. Thanks to my Patreons. If you want to join, link is in the description. Please like if you do like this content, and subscribe to get more notifications. On to the video. Okay, so here it is. Union Calendar number 83. This is the original document, authenticated U.S. government information. I Googled it and then looked up for this. Here's the actual link if you want to read it for yourself. Very long document, obviously. From my basic understanding is this document decides how we're going to actually fund all of the requirements for our military. It's usually around $700 to $800 billion, right, each year. So here it is, HR 4350. If we search now for phenomena, there's 14. They're all in the first section. It's pretty close to the front. So here's the first mention of it. Okay, it's on page 21. I think this is like the table of contents essentially, but it says basically there, section 1652, establishment of office to address unidentified aerial phenomena. So this is what Lou's alluding to. This is basically the little line number, and then it goes into more detail on the next section. So as you go down here, this is it. This is what it's referring to. So now we're on page 1035. Okay, so that was like table of contents. And now if you do phenomena again, it goes to establishment of office to address unidentified aerial phenomena. So establishment, not later than 180 days after the date of the enactment of this act, the Secretary of Defense, in coordination with the Director of National Intelligence, shall establish an office within the Office of the Secretary of Defense to carry out on a department-wide basis the mission performed by the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force as of the date of the enactment of this act. So that's what Lou's talking about. They basically ended the task force. Okay, task force is temporary, and now they said this is going to be permanent. So whatever the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force was doing when this act went into effect, now it'll be taken up by an office. So the duties of this office, right, established under subsection shall include the following: developing procedures to synchronize and standardize the collection, reporting, analysis of incidents regarding unidentified aerial phenomena across the Department of Defense. So this is what's really been blatantly, obviously needed, is some way to report these types of incidents. If there's a way to report the incidents, then it will remove much of the stigma, right? And if you have an office that's devoted to this with generals who are concerned about their careers, making sure that they make a difference, now this is going to really push it forward. This really will. You know, initially I was like, okay, it reminds me of a night at the Roxbury when they decide, the brothers decide that they're going to make a meeting to talk about their meeting. All right, I see this a lot in the government. You know, we're going to make an office to investigate UAPs. Well, why don't you just release what you have on UAPs, right? So it's not the bombshell release and disclosure information that we necessarily wanted, but this is what Lue has been after from the beginning. I think Chris Mellon he would support this fully. So they must be very excited that this has gone through. Ryan Graves, those guys, I mean, really just pushed this through. So awesome. So basically, this office now has the authority to go around and now make sure they can standardize collection, reporting, analysis of incidents across all of the Department of Defense. Okay, they're going to develop procedures and processes and procedures To ensure that such incidents from each military department are reported and incorporated central depository. Okay, establishing procedures require the timely and consistent report, obviously. Evaluating links between unidentified aerial phenomena and adversarial foreign governments, other foreign governments, or non-state actors. So this is another, I've seen another kind of argument is maybe the governments don't know about it. And what you have is like this secret team of like black forces going around and gathering up all this technology for their own like evil uses or something like that. So they would be looking at that. Evaluating the threat that such incidents present to the United States. Coordinating with other departments and agencies of the federal government as appropriate. Okay. Coordinating with allies and partners of the United States as appropriate to better assess the nature and extent of unidentified aerial phenomena. So again, so other nations now, they have a point of contact in the U.S. Because before you're like, okay, I have an issue with UAPs. Who would you call, right? You're going to call somebody. Chances are they're going to say, you're crazy and hang up, or something along those lines. Or why don't you talk to the psychology department, Okay, so that's basically what they're going to do, which is awesome. Annual report, the requirement. So not later than December 31st of 2022. So we'll get the first annual report next year. So we're not going to get, anything official or required by this act until the end of next year. But they will send a report. They will send a letter. Elements. Each report under paragraph 1 shall include, with respect to the year covered, they're going to name it with the year, an analysis of data and intelligence received through reports of unidentified aerial phenomena. Okay. An analysis of data relating to unidentified aerial phenomena collected through geospatial intelligence, signals intelligence, human intelligence, and measurement and signals intelligence. Okay, I don't know the difference between measurement and signals intelligence, but SIGINT. Okay, so that's using all the advanced sensor platforms. Like that advanced, I believe it's a type of P3 that went down in China. That was a SIGINT platform. It's signature collection. So that's very interesting. Geospatial. To me, I don't know. Is that from space? What are we talking about there? Human intelligence, also very interesting. That now they're actually going to start listening to maybe witness accounts. And then measurement and signals intelligence. Again, I don't really know what that is. The number of reported incidents of unidentified aerial phenomena over restricted airspace of the United States. So this is great. They want a number. Give us a literal number. Don't just say, hey, there was a lot we're investigating. Only 2% of our accounts have come in. So a actual number to how many have we had, right? That 143 number. You put numbers in reports, man, it makes a big difference. Right now we can go there and count them. An analysis of such incidents identified under subparagraph C. Okay, subparagraph C. And an analysis of those events. Aha. Okay. That's the next one. Kind of confused me there. Identification of potential aerospace or other threats posed by unidentified aerial phenomena to the national security of the United States. Okay, that would be nice. An assessment of any activity regarding unidentified aerial phenomena that can be attributed to one or more adversarial foreign governments. And I love this argument. I've heard it a lot. Is they're not a threat, but we don't know what they are. And I guarantee a military person is not saying that. Okay, this is a spin. This is a political spin, guys, because, okay, everything is a threat until it's positively identified. Okay, so this idea that you can just say, we don't know what it is, but we know it's not a threat. This should be a red flag to anybody. G, identification of any incidents or patterns regarding unidentified aerial phenomena that indicate a potential adversary foreign government may have achieved a breakthrough aerospace capability. Okay, I guess they have to say why that we want to know this information. It's because we want a breakthrough aerospace capability. Which to me is the same thing as F, but whatever. We go to G, identification of any incidents or patterns regarding unidentified aerial phenomena that indicate a potential adversary foreign government may have achieved a breakthrough aerospace capability. This seems very similar to Foxtrot up here, but whatever. Hotel, an update on the coordination by the United States with allies and partners on efforts to track, understand, and address unidentified aerial phenomena. So that's pretty interesting. What are they doing with allies and partners? Okay, so I've seen this before where government can ask the military or recommend they do certain things all they want, and the military can try to do it, okay, but it doesn't mean they will necessarily. So I do like this where they say, no, we want a report, okay, because if you have a report, someone actually has to go and physically write that report, and so there's going to be some level of investigation. There's going to be something written down saying what the U.S. is currently doing with its allies and partners. So Yeah, I think it's great. An update, India, an update on any efforts underway on the ability to capture or exploit discovered unidentified aerial phenomena. Okay, an update on any efforts. Are we trying to capture and exploit this stuff? Question, does this mean any other exploited? It does say discovered. So is there discovered unidentified aerial phenomena? National Defense Act is making an office to see if we have any elements in the U.S. that are doing this. And if there are elements that are in this position, and they weren't already like shredding all their paper in, last December or January when this came out, I would see that now. Basically everybody running around trying to like destroy hard drives and stuff. I hope they're not. Juliet, an assessment of any health-related effects for individuals that have encountered unidentified aerial phenomena. I mean, imagine this. A lot of people have said that they have long-term effects. And, already our military has come under a lot of negative press, right? The VA for not taking care of our soldiers. Here's just another way, right? We're just not going to believe that there's any UAPs out there, even though we see them every day. We have it recorded. It just doesn't make any sense, right? So I do like this. Somebody thinking about us. Thanks. Task Force. Not later than the date on which the Secretary establishes the office under subsection A, the Secretary shall terminate this unidentified aerial phenomena task force. So that means the task force goes away, and now this new office to address unidentified aerial phenomena. So it doesn't look like they named it. It's just, they said make an office to address unidentified aerial phenomena. So that's interesting. Almost done here. So we go back. It just gives some definitions. In this section, the term appropriate congressional committee means the following: the Committee on Armed Services, Committee on Foreign Affairs, and the Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence of the House of Representatives. The Committee on Armed Services, the Committee on Foreign Relations, and the Select Committee on Intelligence of the Senate. Okay, so the House and the Senate. And finally, last line, the term unidentified aerial phenomena means airborne objects witnessed by a pilot or aircrew member that are not immediately identifiable. They leave that till the very end. So that's it right there, guys. That is the big news. I think it is huge news. I think it's awesome. Great work. Chris Mellon, Lou Elizondo, Harry Reid, everybody has been pushing for this. I think it's a huge step forward. When he talks about it, I mean, this is like a Blue Book 2 is kind of what I consider this. My little knowledge, I know of Blue Book, but there will be an office there, and they will make procedures so people can hopefully openly, pilots can now openly actually report these things, and they're not stigmatized. They're not considered, crazy in their squadrons or whatever. They're more willing to speak about it and pass this information up to the government. The negative is, right, this information is still in the government. It still would take the actual government to finally release this information to us. So it doesn't solve the problem, if your belief is that the government is just hiding all this information. This does go a long way to fighting that, actually, because in order to keep something like this secret, something on a conspiracy level that is that grand or grandiose, I guess, is you can't have so many people that actually know about it, like really know and believe that it exists, right? Because sooner or later you're going to have a leak. It's going to get out. So if there is some secret elements within the government that have been withholding this because they think that they're doing it for the right things, or they're just doing it for the wrong reasons, whatever it is, they've been withholding it. May want to start bringing it out, guys, because now you have an office that is devoted to searching you. I don't know. See how hidden it is, if that is the case. Okay, so, it's not videos, it's not open disclosure, but this is definitely something to celebrate. Very happy for all the disclosure efforts. Great work, guys. And this is ultimately what we get. We're going to get an office to address unidentified aerial phenomena. They wrote it down. They put it in the National Defense Act and said, hey, we think this is legitimate. And they got it signed into law. So awesome. So happy about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to get more videos like this in the future. Take care, everybody. Have a great week.